Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was done feeling hopeless, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. It's funny how easily a life can be torn apart. Why couldn't I simply see that I was sick at heart and I am in deep debt? The climb we did was unreal. You made me so speechless. I just can't believe it. You broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was my own enemy, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. I rise from the ashes with pins and patches. We carry on. I rise from the ashes. I heal from your passion. My doubts are gone. Oh, yeah. Felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. I rise from the ashes with pins and patches. We carry on. I rise from the ashes. I heal from your passion. My doubts are gone. Gold.
at you. Shake your head in full denial of the truth. Didn't get a chance to say it loud. Your secrets kept you pushing down, disavow. When he was knocking on your door, nobody got in. Now when you're screaming for a hand, nobody's listening. Ooh, this is far from the end. You're gonna be back for more. Ooh, this is far from the end. You're gonna be back for more. All this silence, dear old friend, come to push you to the bitter end. And it's a repeat, echo loop. Wanna cut it out, the tide is turning back at you. When he was knocking on your door, nobody got in. Now when you're screaming for a hand, nobody's listening. Ooh, this is far from the end. You're gonna be back for more. Ooh, this is far from the end. You're gonna be back for more. Get up, 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 get up.
All right. Okay. Welcome everyone. Get myself set up here. Get everything all ready to go. Waiting for people to come on in as we are going to be doing a wonderful process party. Just getting ourselves together here. We can the green to finish. Now this is from 2 nights ago. This is when we got M81 and M82. So here we go. So this one's done. Alright. Looks good. I like the green. Green looks really good. I love the spiral. That is really cool. That spiral galaxy is really, really neat. Alright, so this is green. So we'll do M81G REN. Okay, so that's done. Alright, so it's saving the green one now. Okay. Alright, so green is done. And what we're doing is we are getting the calibration frames into this. So there's going to be no more dust motes or anything here. So we are working on all of this together. So let's see here. Find the blue. There they are. Now, I really haven't even looked at any of these since we took them 2 nights ago, so I haven't even had a chance to even see any of these. They look pretty good. So these are the blue ones. Definitely like how they turned out. So we'll see how the color are, but I pretty good. Alright, so then we'll do the dark files. These are the green ones. And these are the 5 dark blue. Okay. Alright, these are the dark files. And then we're going to do the blue flats, which are right here. There they are. Okay, and then we're going to register them. Okay, and go. And now they're being registered. So we've done red, we've done green, and now we're doing blue. So we're stacking each one individually and putting the calibration frames with each one. And we'll see how this turns out. And hopefully we should be able to get a better colored image than what we did with the Whirlpool Galaxy, which turned out to be so I hope. It looks like the Sabres are going to get their first win in over a month. Wow. Alright, so we're doing the flat frames now as we speak. And we're getting that done.
I had a feeling you'd come back and save me from all those lonely nights and heartbreaks. And I feel misplaced without you. Why don't we go back to? Why don't we go back to? Never wanted to end it like we did. I guess shit happens for a reason. But it's like something feels different from back then. Why don't we go back to? Why don't we go back to? Honestly, I'm open wide. I don't feel like waking up without you by my side. I still see your silhouette. Why don't we go back to?
Alright, so it's done with the flat frames. And now it's going to create a median flat frame. There we go. So it's a master. Now it's registering the frames right now. Alright, now it's computing the luminances. Registering the last and final picture. And will get to the stacking part. There we go. Here we go, now it's stacking. Taking off my shoes. Feet hurt. There we go. And you can see the process on the bottom right and how it's going through for Deep Sky Stacker. It's actually running through each file. So you'll see everything and how it does it. Now it's saving the final image, and then it's going to load it. And this will be the last one, which is the blue one. And feel free to blast the music. It's always good to have good music. And we'll get some new music as we go along too. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll get more music on here. We'll get more of a library going. We got things going on. We got a lot of things coming up. So Alright. Alright, here we go. Alright, so here we go. It's saving the final image now. And here it comes. Alright, so this is the green. This is the blue. I meant to say green, but we've already done green. This is the blue image. Much better. That is really, really good. Really, really, really good. Awesome. So now we're going to save the image. And you can see that the dust motes are gone. Dust motes are completely gone. Which is so cool. M81 blue. We might have to do red again because red looks like junk. But I think I can fix it. So we'll see if we can fix red. But we'll combine them and see what we get, but it is just finishing right now, and now it's going to save the image. Alright, here we go. Now it's saving. Alright, so now all of them are saved. Then we're going to flip to Photoshop. Alright. What I should do, actually, should take this and copy it. And then we'll just take this and then delete it. So remove that. And now we'll paste duplicate. So now I don't have to type it 10,000 times. It'll automatically just be loaded right into it. There we go. Photoshop. Open. We're going to open the 3 images that we just did, which is red, green, and blue for bodes. So there is your blue. Your green. And you're red, but for some odd reason the red screwed up a little bit, and I don't know why. I don't know what happened with red. I may have to do a gradient exterminator on red. Plus an asteroid went through it too, which somehow, some way, I should have taken 4. I never even noticed that it went through it. And I don't want to have an uneven amount. That's better. Alright, so we'll take that. That's fine. Alright. Now we'll make it smaller. Okay. So there is blue. Take that up to the top there. Okay, green, which is right there. And then red, which is... Red, you actually get the most detail, which is crazy. So the middle part is actually really, really detailed. Alright, now we're going to open up a new file. Alright, perfect. Oops. There we go. And we'll make this smaller. Just so I can see the 4 images here. Alright, so now we're going to go to red. Alright, so now we're going to take this, move this over into the new one. So this is your red. Just right there, so that's perfect. Okay. Deselect it. Okay. Alright, now we're going to go to green. And we're going to put green on top of the red one. Let's see how the stars look when we put them on top of each other. Let's see what we got here. That's actually pretty good. Stars look pretty darn good. Alright, cool. And again, this is the first time I'm doing this with these, so we'll see how this turns out. I cannot make any guarantees of how this is going to turn out. The moon was still 92%. So with the moon being 92% full, you're still going to have some moon glow in the background. But hopefully we won't get too much. Still a lot of noise in the background, and I don't know why. We shouldn't be getting any noise at all. I have to say that the focus, since we changed that focuser, the focuser looks darn good. We may have to redo that red frame, because that red frame looks like junk. I don't know. Yeah, we may have to change that red That's okay, though. We'll see what we get. Alright, let's see. But the good news is that we got rid of the those dust motes. Dust motes are gone. So yeah, that red is absolutely atrocious. There's the red, the green, and the blue. Yeah, that red is horrendous. I don't know if we can... Let's see if we can change that. Let's see if we can reduce the noise on it. Maybe it might help a little bit. It's a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, if we redid the red, I bet it could be about 1,000 times better. But stars look good. It's just that red noise is atrocious. Stars look phenomenal. There's no bloating. There's no nothing. The stars look great. Yeah, we're gonna redo the red. Alright, let's see here. And what we'll probably do is we'll probably get rid of that one that has that line there. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's see here. Get rid of that one. Dark files. Put a master dark in there. Okay. Alright, we'll check that and see if that's better. Alright, we're restacking the red ones. Maybe it'll be better, but... Still working with this here. Still trying to get it figured out. Yeah, stars look great. Looks like the red just has to get shifted over just a slight bit. Yeah, that's perfect right there. We're just working on it. Alright, so we're going to flip it back to Deep Sky Stacker. So we're doing the red right now. Redoing it. Alright, so now it's going to stack them. No, I got my pop. I'm good. Alright, so now it's going to load the image here. Alright, here we go. Knowing that we got rid of that first one, I think we should be in good shape here. Let's see what we got here. I think the problem is I think we just didn't take enough images, I think, in the red. I think we should have taken a little bit more. Oh, that's better. Okay. There's no center oval, which was the problem that we had. Okay, that's better. What we'll do is we'll bring it out just a little bit here. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, I like that a lot better. Alright. M81R. Okay, now it's saving it. So that's much, much better. I think we screwed up with that first image. Oh god, now my headset's about to die. Yeah, you can see a little bit of like a circle on this. That's weird. I don't know what happened. But the red ones just look like they have like a circle. Crazy, I don't know why. I mean, it looks better, but it's not exactly great. I don't know what the heck happened. Alright, so that's the new one. Let's see here. Let's see what we'll do. Let's try and see. That looks like crud. I don't know what happened. Huh. Hmm. I don't know why. Like, the side of the red is just, like, horrendous. Well, that's better. That's much better. Okay. Okay. It's a little bit more tolerable. Let's see what we can get out of this here. I still don't know why it's getting so much noise out of this. I really have no idea. Hmm. It's getting better, but... we figured out the focus thing, which is great. That was my biggest issue, was having the stars and how they didn't match up. And you had, like, the red looked like junk and the blue was out of place. And it looked, like, horrendous. So, I'm actually kind of glad that we got what we needed out of that. But now we just got to figure out this. I don't understand this. Which I guess we'll figure out. Hey, Troy. Got the pizza. Nice. Beer and pizza. All right. We gotta really work with it, but I think we can definitely work with it. It's not bad. Just gotta work with it, that's all. But also, to keep in mind, we also got rid of the dust motes. That was the most important thing. So you can see the dust motes are completely gone out of this. They were everywhere in this image. Everywhere. And now we don't have to worry about it. It's gone. So what it's doing right now is it's doing the horizontal banding right now. Okay, and now it's going to do vertical banding. The other thing too is what we did was one of the things I should definitely let people know is when we were doing calibration frames, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to look at every individual calibration frame. I did not do that. And I think that's part of the reason why we're getting such a cruddy image right now is because I did not look at the calibration frames individually. Sometimes you will get a blip. Sometimes it may not work 100% on that. So I'm going to go through these individually at a later time and go through them and make sure that we have at least 11 good flat frames. So that the flat frames, again, will make this a flat, image. Dark frames worked perfectly. So everything is working great. The stars look good. Everything looks fantastic for color-wise. This was the original image here. And then we made it darker, and you can even see the spirals. So that worked out good. Now my question is what is the next image going to look like? That's my big question. So let's go and do the next set. I'll clear it. Alright, let's see here. So now we did NGC 2403. We took 3 in red. That's the other thing, that's another one, is that we only took 3 images. Eventually what I'd like to do is I'd like to take a whole bunch in one single night, not just jump from one to the other to the other to the other. So we should take a minimum of 5, but I think what happens is when we want to do 2 objects or 3 objects in a single night, we tend to go real quick. I think that was the problem. Alright, so this was NGC 2403. Let's check each one individually, see how they are. I think we got 3 of them, and 3 of them looked good. Yeah, they looked good. We'll just use just the flat frames in the red. Let's see what we get here. I can't tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. I can't tell. And I'm not going to go through them right now. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so just about done with the flats.
It's the last thing that I need. Wanna feel something that's real. With you I get that. You're like a lighthouse in a dream. Really distant but your beam is guiding me home. So cold yet warm. When you hold me, when you close, I know I'm a lost case, I'm a mess. But everything feels a little bit lighter with you. Something's letting me heal. You're making it brighter right through the gray.
Hit you with the text on XO. My ace boom boom, no flex, no. I won't gas you up like petrol. Just trying to take you way up where the jets go. But you didn't notice that. Keep clocking all my hours, I told you that. Work now, play later. But you keep going off on me. Keep texting like it's all on me. Yeah, you're all in my head like you're my forever, not for right now. My day one, you hold me down. Hard cold like the wintertime. Fight for your love, can't slow me down. Don't go far. I take me and you over living large. Know I'll be there wherever you are. Cause you shine bright like a shooting star.
Everything feels a little bit lighter with you. Something's letting me heal. You're making it brighter right through the gray.
Alright, so now we're back. Okay, let's see here. I'm trying to get this set here, so 1 second. Okay, is this better? I think this is much better. Trying to figure out why it's doing this.
And put away, call it a day. Back home, sweet home, where the heroes go to get all cleaned up.
This is better, I think. I think we got it working. Okay, here, hang on. Hang on. Alright, let's see. We're working on it here. We're trying to get this set up here where we have this right. Okay, I think we're good. I think something was wrong with the audio for a minute there, but I think we're good now. Sorry about that, everyone. Sorry about that, but I think we're in good shape now. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, let's see here. Open. Let me know how the audio is, because I think we're having problems with the audio. I'm trying to fix it. It was working fine. I may have to unplug it and plug it back in. 8 years ago you did your first show. That's awesome. Let's see here. Alright, so there's red. There's green. Pretty good to me. Green looks pretty dead on. And now blue. And this looks a lot better. Still, the color is off just by a slight bit, but it's not as bad. That's actually not too bad. Still a lot of noise that I still can't get rid of. Ha! There we go. That looks really good on the color-wise. Looks pretty good. That doesn't look too bad at all. And that's NGC 2403 in the snapshot. It's not bad. So what we're gonna do is right here. This is make it bigger here. Is it great? No. Can it be worked on? We will work on it, of course, naturally. Alright, so what we're going to do here, we're going to pull up last night. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Alright, so hang on. What we're going to do is we're going to pull up last night. Now, last night I was on what's called a global star party. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to pull up from when I was on. It was the 39th global star party, and it's Explore Alliance is the name of the channel. And the people that were on it last night, there was a total of about 16 people that were on, or 12 to 16. When I was on and I talked, there was 12. The people that were on it was David Levy, Molly Wakeling, Scott Roberts, Stella, David Eicher, John Briggs, Cameron Gillis, Terry Mann, myself, Rodrigo Zelita. There was Sarah and Libby in the Stars. These were the 12 people that were on. You're going to see this coming up on my screen here in just a minute. We are going to pull this up. So 1 second. We're going to pull up a display capture here. What we're going to do is we're going to go into theater mode here. Okay. Alright, here we go. So give me 1 second. We're going to pull this up. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to put up a display capture here. Oh wait, that was my bad. I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Ah shoot. I didn't mean to do that at all. Darn it. I didn't mean to do that. I had that perfect too. Shoot. Oh well. We'll fix that. Alright. Alright, here we go. We're going to pull this up here. Okay. So here we go. So we have, this was a Zoom call that we had that was done last night. And this was right about the time that I came on. And as you can see, I'm on the second panel on the bottom right. And I'm going to play this. So what I'm going to do is get this up here and then pull the desktop volume. Okay. And then turn the volume up all the way. So hopefully you can hear it. I'm going to play it right now.
Feel like I don't know enough about other women scientists who came before me, so I'm always happy to learn more about that. And yeah, it's been really fun being a part of the AAVSO ambassador program, and I think that they do a lot of good work at AAVSO, and I've been able to contribute lots of cool data as well. But yeah, and actually I got into AAVSO because of Stella. She dragged me in, so.
I'm very good at volunteering people.
All right, well, thank you again, and feel free to hang out. Our next guest tonight is Chris Elliott. He was going to show some.
Could I interrupt for a second? I do have a question,
Oh,
a
yeah.
comment actually. I really, really enjoyed Stella's presentation just now, but I wanted to point out that Stella's own organization, the AAVSO, has an incredible history of encouraging women to get into astronomy. When I joined back in the 1960s, Margaret Mayall was the longtime director of AAVSO, but I grew up and matured, I hope, a little bit there under the directorship of Janet Matty, who was here in Tucson a number of times and whom I was able to interview during one of the visits when she was here. And I finally got to meet Stella during one of her recent visits to Tucson, and really, really enjoyed your presentation tonight.
Here's what we're going to do, actually. We're going to put it on my other computer here because it's really lagging big time. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do one better. We're going to go on the other computer here. So we're going to let this catch up. Give me 1 second, and then we'll let it play on the other one here. So give me 1 second. We're going to let it play on the other one. Oh, give me 1 second here. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Gonna play on the other computer. So 1 second here. Here. All right, let's try that and see if that's better. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I don't know. We might not be able to get the sound. Ah, shoot. Let's see. Hang on. Hang on. Let me try this here. See if this works. Yeah, we're trying this here.
Tonight. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you for
Stella.
having me. I hope to come back.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'd love to come back. That'd
Hope
be
you
really
do.
cool.
Hope you do.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, all right, so Chris Elliott was going to show us some live telescope views. Unfortunately, where he's at, it is clouded over. But he's been doing astrophotography out of Niagara Falls for about the last, Niagara Falls, New York, for about the last 9 years, and has a YouTube stream where he live streams a lot of astrophotography as well. So go ahead.
Yeah, so I wish it was yesterday. If only it was yesterday, because I was out here for about 5 hours as we got colored images as I use a monochrome camera out here. Right now, I'm in the midst of just transferring files from one to the other. So, because I use a dual PC or laptop to go through everything. So I have them saved on one. I'm just using the OneDrive and just going through. I do have, I can actually pull up. I don't know if I can. I'm not used to Zoom here. I'm used to YouTube, so I'm just trying to figure out how to share the screen here. Hang on. Oh, here
Okay.
we go.
I'd recommend sharing your whole screen. That works too.
Yep. So there we go. So there's one of the images. Now this is a stacked image that I took earlier this year in January. I don't know if everyone could see it of the Rosette Nebula, which is NGC 2244. This was taken just 8 images at 5 minutes apiece and stacked them using a hydrogen alpha filter, and then just used Deep Sky Stacker to stack them all together, and then used Photoshop to process the image. And I use this. I have my own shed, which I built. Took me about 6 months to build, and I have my own office, which is really, really cool. It is unbelievable. And I have other images here too that I can show you. I'm just
So what's your telescope rig?
So I have a CGEM 2 mount, and it is with a William Optics Zenith Star 80 millimeter refractor. It's an apochromatic with a USB filter wheel and a Meade DSI 4. It's a sky imager, and it's a monochrome camera that I use and have it all going through the house into the office.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's the light pollution in your area?
White, terrible. It's probably the worst you can get. We have Niagara Falls to the north, we have Buffalo to the south. It is terrible. It is absolutely terrible. But with long exposures and hydrogen alpha, you can withstand anything.
Narrowband is the way.
It really is. I have 2 filters on the way. I'm going to be doing the Hubble palette, which is hydrogen alpha, oxygen 3, and sulfur 2.
Which brand did you end up going with?
I'm going to be going with ZWO.
Okay.
I mean, I looked at Astronomic. I looked at there was a whole bunch of them, but I went with ZW only because I have their light, the luminance red, green, and blue. So I decided to just get the whole set of 7. So this way I have them all. And then the hydrogen alpha filter, that's a 7 nanometer.
Okay.
Let me see if I have, because I can pull up another one here. If I can just show color.
Sure.
It's remarkable that you can do the work that you do in those conditions. I'm always amazed at that.
Yeah. I mean, just
Yeah, I live just north of San Francisco in Oakland, and I do some wideband imaging, but I've been shifting more and more to narrowband. The results are just so much better.
Yeah.
oh yeah, no doubt. Let me see if I can pull up a colored one here.
Sure. And it looks like you've got a microscope set up back there as well.
I do. So on my stream, what I do on YouTube is not only do I do on clear nights, I'll do telescope, but on cloudy nights, I'll do microscope. I'll look at blood cells, I'll look at, plant cells, I'll look at organisms, whether it's a rotifer or if it's a cilia, anything to just, I do like last night I did 2 nights ago I did hot sauce and milk. I wanted to see what would happen with an acid and a base and see what happens with it. I did yeast, I did vinegar and baking soda, you name it, I do it.
That's really cool.
So here's a colored image I'm going to pull up here. Let me see if I can do this here.
Do you use one of your Astro cameras on
I
your
do.
microscope?
Yeah, I do. I use what's called a T7. So it's an actually you could probably see it. It's right here. And
Mhm.
actually I have it looking right down into the microscope. And I mean, it's really cool. And I did what's called dark field. So what I did was instead of actually going out and buying one, I used construction paper and actually cut a circle
Huh.
and put it right in front of the condenser. And what that does is it uses dark field, so you can actually see it actually enlightens the edges around the actual organism, so you can see it's like a highlight instead of using the white field, which is you can't really see much.
Yeah.
So here, I'm going to share this next one here.
Okay.
So this is the dumbbell.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is M27, and this is using red, green, and blue filters. So with a monochrome camera, you have to do like 3-minute exposures. If you go 5-minute exposures, take a whole set, flip it to green, do a whole bunch, flip it to blue, do a whole bunch, and then stack them. And then that's the colored image you get.
You got some great star colors in there.
Yeah. I mean, these I think were about 8-minute images. So these took a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so it's too bad it's cloudy where you're at, but thanks for showing us some of your images and talking about your setup.
Yeah.
I hope to have a shed at some point. I'm renting a house, so there's only so much I can do. But someday I'll have a cool big old backyard shed that I can have all 3 of my telescopes in.
The best way to do it is get a balcony. That's what I did for mine. I actually have a 2nd-story balcony that comes right out of the bedroom. And what I did was I bought an arrow shed. It's one of those metal sheds that you use that you buy at either Home Depot or whatever.
Right,
And then what I did was I rigged it. So all I did was I built it and built the roof on the side, and then used cabinetry. So in other words, you have the wheels, and how you pull out the cabinet, you have the wheels.
Right.
So I used those and then put the roof on it with the wheels, and then you could slide it back and forth. Insulated it from top to bottom using Artec board, put flooring on there, and then used an air conditioner heater, Wi-Fi, and put that in there. So I have the equipment in there so I can set the temperature in there year round, whether it's air conditioning or heating.
Smart.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for coming on, and hopefully next time it'll be clear.
I hope so. I really do.
Microscope and telescopic views and on nights when it's actually clear.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So there you have it. So I just wanted to be able to tell you and show you guys at least the audio. For some odd reason, when I run 2 videos at the same time, it doesn't work the way I want it to. But I was on. If you do want to check out the channel, what I can do is I can put the link out and let you guys know. Let me just pull it up here, and then I can set the link here. Setting the link here. There it is. Share. Yes. Okay. And then this was the link to the channel, that to the actual video. And I came on at about, actually I have the exact time. Where is it here? When did I come on? It was like an hour and like 13 minutes. Yeah, hour and 13 minutes. So you just scroll to an hour and 13, and then that's when it was there. So there we go. So let's put the music back on there. Let's take that down there. There we go. All right, perfect. All right. Let's get back to our image. I apologize. I wanted to just show everyone, and that was one of the images that I showed that night. Pulling up the other image here, but it's not coming up. Hang on, let's do it this way here. Hang on. The one that was the colored image here, so we'll do it this way. Let's see. Alright, it's coming up here. Here it is. Okay. So here we'll... This was the other image that we took that I showed, and this was the dumbbell. This was M27 that I used, which was in the red, the green, and the blue, and you could just tell just how amazing that turned out. So hang on, I'm trying to... There we go, we got it. We do got it back. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Alright, excellent. So that was the image there, and you could just see the detail, and that's what eventually we're going to get back to. We will get to this. It's just going to take some time. I got to figure out this camera. This one, we're going to work on. We're going to do it. We got this, everyone. We got this. Which, by the way, that is an unreal image. And we'll be getting the dumbbell in about a month and a half. We will. We will get there. We will get there. Alright, let's see here. Have you compared your images with some of the earliest ones and noticed any differences like the hydrogen You know, that's a good question. And actually, we could take a look and see. We could look at some of the earlier images that we've taken. After when I'm done with this, I want to see that for myself. So I can actually look here and see. Because we finished the NGC 2403. We can look, because knowing that we did the two images, we can go on for a little bit, and we can look at some of the images that we've taken over the past. Let me take a look. I can look at my OneDrive and see what we got here. Let's see. Alright, we can look at some images that were almost 5 years ago. So we can look at an image that we got from before and after. So let me see what I got here. I don't know, do we have any images that we've taken? Let's see. Oh yeah, there's this one. Let's check this one and see. King that is a great question though, so I'm gonna take a look and see.
You started a fire somewhere deep in my mind. See the barbed wire, the place is grown all wide.
Let me see here.
There's a
I mean, I can look at this image here. This one was taken in 2016. Here. Let's see. Go to window capture. Yes. And then we'll go to this one here. Oh, not this one here. There we go. Alright, so this one here, this is the crescent. I know you guys stack images however you either your earliest images or ones that are taken by others. Okay, so looking at this one here, this one was the crescent taken 5 years ago. Okay. Stars look good. Stars look great. But if you see here, and when you look at it, it's nothing compared to what we got about a month and a half ago. And I'm going to put these side by side and then see. Alright, so that's this one. Let's see here. Here's what we're going to do. Transformers. No. I'm going to do this here. Okay. The only problem is that the stuff that I've gotten in the past is nothing compared to what it is. Okay. So this one here, this one was taken 2016. And then I have the new one, which I should have. I just gotta find it. I know I have a crescent one here. Check under this one here. Be under this one, I think. It's not under that one. Alright, hang on, I'm just pulling it up now. I'm looking for it. I know it's in here somewhere. There's that one. That one, 1405. 214. Let's see. Ow! Just hit my knee. Damn it. That's a really good one, but it's not that one. It's not that one. And snap, we've taken some really, really, really good images this year. Like, unreal images. Well, for some odd reason, I can't find the new crescent that I took. Where the heck is it? It's gotta be in here. Has to be in here. Has to be. come I'm having so much trouble trying to find this damn thing? That is the one downside about me, is I am terrible when it comes to organization. It's got to be this. It has to be this one. Has to be. Loading. Yeah, this is one of them. Still, it's a pretty piss poor image from what I did before, but at least I have it. All right, so then what we'll do. Okay. All right, found it. All right. Okay. So now let's take this one and then go to properties. There we go. So here's your difference maker right here. There's your difference. So in 5 years, this is what you get. Now what I can do is I can take this and then rotate it. I'll rotate this one. Okay. So this way we can see if there's any transformation or anything. So we'll rotate this one. Whee! Woo! There we go. Look at the difference. The difference, it's like night and day. The one on the left is without a filter. Here's how it is. All right, so the one on the left is a hydrogen alpha filter. It's a Lumicon night sky. Okay, I actually have the filter right here in front of me. I still actually have the filter. Okay, so I have the filter here. This is the Lumicon night sky. I don't know what it was for nanometers, but I'm guessing it was a 7 nanometer. Okay. This was with a colored camera. Okay, so it was a colored camera that was the QHY9C. I extracted the red channel, and that's what we got. Now, the one on the right is the existing camera that we have right now with a Sobony SVBONY, and that was a 7 nanometer filter on a monochrome camera. And you can see the gigantic difference. There's like no, it's like light and day, same object, and you can see the stars. It's crazy. I mean, this is going to be one of my specialties, is doing hydrogen alpha. I absolutely love doing hydrogen alpha. What I took was, these were 6-minute images. I think I took probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17 images at 6 minutes apiece. And the focus looks like crap, too, on the one on the left. So keep in mind that. The focus is terrible, but the one on the right is just... I mean, the detail. And what I can do is I can zoom it in. Here. There you go. So you can get an idea of how incredible what we did on the one on the right. And I think the one on the right, I think we took what, just 5-minute exposures, and I think we took like 4. Maybe 5, compared to 17. And the stars were just absolutely pinpoint compared to these bloated stars on the left. I mean, that's one of the things I love to do, is I love to show everyone the differences of what we did 5 years ago compared to today. I mean, we have a whole bunch here. We have, let's see here, what's this one? Let's see, this one is, oh, okay, this is M101. I think we did M101 twice, I think. So we did M101 here. So here, we'll reset this. Okay. We'll reset this. And I'm going to show you another comparison, okay? So the one on the left is going to be, we'll go to properties. Okay. Right here. So this one here is M101 taken with the QHY. This was the camera that I had prior. This is the camera I no longer have. Okay, so it's gone, unfortunately. Alright, so now we're going to show M101 with the new camera. I gotta reorganize all these. This is insanity. I don't know if I did it in color. I should have done it in color. I think I did. I think I did. I think I did it in color. There's M74, M33. I thought I did it in color, but I guess not. M76. There's M61. That one turned out really good, but that's not what I'm looking for. Let's see. Maybe I put it in my OneDrive folder. Let's see. Hang on. No, it doesn't look like I have it. Well, I have one that's black and white, so we'll use the black and white one. That's fine. That's what we'll do. We'll use the black and white one. There we go. Here's the M101. I just don't know what happened to it. It's kind of crazy how I lost it. Alright, here we go. So now we'll do a comparison. This one actually didn't change much. Actually, wait a minute. I think that is the colored one. That might... I'm not sure. I really can't tell. Yeah, this is the... Okay, never mind. Hang on. Whoops. So that is the colored version. Okay, hang on. 1 second. That's the colored versus one single frame. Okay. We gotta go backwards in time. Yeah, that was April of okay, never mind. I don't know why that's in there. Okay. Do I have a final one of this one? Okay, okay, here it is. Okay, here we go. Perfect. See what happens when you're not prepared? When you're not prepared, things just go awry. Alright, here we go. Alright, it's loading. Here it comes. Loading! 99, 100%. Alright, here we go. Perfect, here we go. So we're gonna do one single image versus one single image, and then you're gonna see the difference. There we go. There you have it. I can flip this so that way we'll see the difference between the two. So we'll transform this one here, and then we'll take the rotation. So keep in mind, this here, between these two images, this is 5 years between the two images, okay? There you go. And then what I could do is I could zoom this one in a little bit more. There we go. You can see the focus sucked on this one, too. And then I could probably pull out a little bit more detail on this one here. Let's see, let's pull up a little bit more detail here. Let's go like this. I can go up a little bit here. There we go. So you can see, and it's not debayered, so this was a colored image, but you can get the idea of what it looked like. But look at the difference. That's insanity. So that was, the left one was 2016, the one on the right was 2021. One on the right was one single image of 4 minutes, the one on the left was a single image of 3 minutes, as you can tell the difference. I mean, Genghis Khan, good idea by actually seeing what the difference is between two images taken 4, 5, 6 years apart. I mean, it's really, really neat. Hey, Kyle, how you doing? Can look at my favorite. Here's my favorite. I think this one is my favorite. So we'll close this one out. We'll close this one out. Alright, we're loading this one up here. Alright, here we go. Just because I love showing... Yeah. Move it on up, exactly. I think my biggest improvement has been Hydrogen Alpha. Yeah, I want to show you another one here. Where did I see the one that I did of the veil? By the way, I want to get as much as I can of the veil, because the veil complex is super amazing. Here, where is it? I think I probably put it in the OneDrive file, I think. What did I do with it? Don't worry, we will organize all this eventually. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I can show you this one. I think this one was pretty cool. This one I took. This is one of the best images I have ever taken with a colored camera. So what we're going to do is we're going to open. Okay, open with the velocity. Perfect. And this is going to open. This one was taken... what was the date on this? What was the date on this one? It was... couldn't even tell you, actually. Does it have a date on it? Oh, July... well, that's when I did it was July, but I think it was... it was created... 2017. Okay, so this was in 2017? Yeah. Alright, so that's 2017, and then I'll pull it up for you. We'll reset this here. 0. Pull it here. Alright. Here. So again, this was the best image I have ever taken of on the colored camera. This was Cedarblad 214. Okay. Pretty amazing considering that that was with a colored camera. Colored cameras, it's no joke. You can definitely get a good image on that. Now, here's what we got on my Hydrogen Alpha with my monochrome. Pull that up for you guys. It's right here. Alright, pulling up as we speak. Alright, here we go. Now, here's the thing. Keep in mind, the one on the left was 130 minutes of exposures. 130. Stacked, processed, literally just dissected one from another. I mean, it was insanity of how much I had to dissect this image from the one on the left. Okay? One on the right is one single exposure at 4 minutes. So 4 minutes versus 130. And you got pretty close to the same image, really. But you can see the difference. It's just nuts. Now, this is a good opportunity to take a look and see, has the hydrogen emission moved in the last 4 years? So what I can do is I can take this, move this up, okay? And then I could take this here, and then trick the rotation. There we go. Now I can't really do any opacity. What I could do is I could pop them into Photoshop and see. Now, that's going to be kind of hard to do, but we could. Let's see. Hang on. That's what we'll do. We're going to pull them up in Photoshop here. Okay, there's that one there. Alright, here we go. I found it. Alright, so we're going to load them both up onto Photoshop here. There we go. We're going to flip this to Photoshop. And then get rid of these two here. Okay. Alright, so then we'll minimize these two here. Okay. Alright, it's loading right now. We're just doing is we're moving one image to the other here. Question is, did it move it over? No. Why did it move it over? Come on. Trying to move it over. Come on. It might be too big of a file to do one or the other. What if I do this one on the other one? I don't know. Let's try this. Oh, come on. There we go. Now it's going to work. There we go. Okay. Alright, there we go. So everybody can see one on top of the other here. So now the one on the top, if you can see here, we can just move it over to the side. Come on. What's taking so long here? And we'll close out Deep Sky Stacker Live here. Close that out. We'll close these two out too. Close out, close out, close that out, close that out. Alright, there we go. So now it should run a little bit smoother now. Okay, there we go. Okay. So the one that's behind it is 2020. The one that's in front of it is 2016. So just... Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, now it's working. Okay. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to take the opacity. I'm going to bring it down a little bit here.
I'm trying to stay focused, but
Okay.
all I can think of is when you split. I gotta find the motive, play forward, watch every sequence.
We have to rotate this too.
Cause this is my own investigation. I am obsessed with finding out why you left. I keep on searching for the missing pieces, trying to find the reason why I ended up without you, baby. I got about a million leads to find the answer why you left me in the cold. I'm turning every stone.
What I'm just doing is I'm just adjusting this here. Oh, that way we can get exactly where it is.
I'm lying awake and I'm lit while staring holes in the ceiling. I got no clues. You played a trick in my head. Can't listen
Rotating.
to reason or logic. I'm so confused. I'm caught up in a web of these loose ends that don't lead.
Alright, so that's got to go all the way over here to the left here. Okay. So this has got to go this way just a little bit up here. Alright. Okay. Jeez. It's gotta go like this, like right there. And it's gotta go down. Alright, and I'm gonna go just a little bit that way. Alright, and then it's gotta go down a little bit here. Okay. And we're just getting it matched. That's as good as I can get it right there. Okay. Alright, so that's the two side by side. So you can see there really hasn't much changed. We can do a zoom in here. So this here, this one is 2021. And then this one above it, which we'll do 100% here. There we go. The stars are going to look different. So that's a 5-year difference here. It's great how we can do that kind of stuff. It's really neat. So it's kind of cool how that works. It's really neat. We can look at a couple more images here that we have. So we can kind of make this like a review kind of thing of images that we've taken, which is nice. Alright, so this next one we took is the veil, which we were talking about like 5-10 minutes ago. Which we'll be working on. We'll be getting more of this summer, which this is an insane image. This is absolutely ridiculous. So you have the Pickering, which is right in the middle. Then you have the Eastern Veil, which is on the left, which is technically the Witch Broom. And one on the right, which just you can't see because I had to do a mosaic, is the Western Veil. So we'll be getting this and we'll be putting this into a mosaic this summer. But this is all nebulosity, which is insanity. And what I can do is we can change the levels a little bit, and then you can really get an idea of how much. Here. There you go. Of how much nebulosity we have in this one image. Almost looks like a spider web of how much detail we have. So we'll be working on that. This will be really cool this summer, probably in the next month and a half, 2 months. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see, we got Alright, so this one here, this is an old picture of the Heart Nebula, which I think turned out really well considering what we had back then. So right here, this is an old picture of IC 1805 with a colored camera and extracting the red, which I think turned out pretty well. And then what we could do is we can compare it to what we got with the new one. That would be this one right here, coming up here in a second. We're just closing out that one there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll make this smaller, and then we'll see the difference between the two of them here. There you go. So you can see the difference between the two of them. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's awesome. I didn't think of that. So you can see the difference between the two of them. So again, the one on the left was taken in 2021. The one on the right was taken in 2017. What else we got here? Oh, and also, by the way, you're looking at one on the right, which was technically, one on the right was a stacked image. The one on the left is a single image. So keep in mind that. I don't know if I can open this file. Can I open this file? I don't know if I can. It won't let me open it. It won't let me do anything. Okay. What else we got here? We're gonna probably be on for about another 5-10 more minutes, and then we're gonna call it a night. Oh, this is a good one. We can... If you want to see real progression, here we go. This is perfect. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So can I open it up with... Can I open this up with nebulosity? Should be able to. Yes, I can. Okay, perfect. Alright, here we go. This is real progression. We'll end it off with this one. But I think this is going to be the best out of all of them. I just got to find the image here. Let's see. Looking for it, looking for it. I think this is it right here, I think. Could this be it? Let me see. Yes, okay, perfect. Okay. We got that one there, we got that one there, that's perfect. And then we got the third one, which is right here. Alright, so we're going to show you 3 images. This is going to be absolute progression here. Okay, you're going to have 13, 17, and 20. Okay. Alright, so this is the first one here. And we pulling up. Alright, so this first one was taken in 2013. So I was about, I would say, about a year into astronomy. So that's the first one right there. That's the Bubble Nebula, which is NGC 7635. I took this on September 24th, 2013. Okay. So that's the very first one. We'll minimize these other ones so this way it doesn't get confused. Okay. There we go. So that's the first one there. Move this over here. Okay. The second one we took. Okay, we'll get this here. Alright, so this is the second one that we took. This one was taken in 2017. So the first one was taken with a Canon camera. Okay. It was a Canon camera. And it was with a 6-inch reflector on a CG5 computerized mount in Rushford, New York. So it was in semi-dark skies. So this, literally, I was like just starting out and learning the ropes of trying to figure out astronomy. So it's kind of neat that you could see the detail and the information. The second one, which is the one on the right, I took. This was with a a QHY9C extracting the red channel using the hydrogen alpha filter. So there you go. So you can get an idea of that, how that one is. Okay, and then the final one, which we're gonna do here. Okay, just getting this set up here. final one is this one here. And this one was taken in 2021. So you can see the true difference between the three of them and how it has gotten better and better and better and better every single time. And we could zoom in on the actual bubble on all three if we really wanted to. So what I can do is I could zoom in right there on the first one. Slide it over here. Okay. So that's the bubble on that one there. And then we can zoom in on the one on the right. Of course, you have M52, which is a star cluster, so that's the one on the right, too, so you can see that one. Okay. Okay. There we go. Perfect. And now we'll zoom in on the new one, which is the one in the middle. The differences between the two that are up at the top versus the one in the middle is the one in the middle is a single image. The two on the behind the background, they were stacked images. So you can see the differences, which is crazy. It's just nuts. So that is 8 years of progression right there. 8 years. 13, 17, 21. Of the bubble. Which is unbelievable. And then we've gotten some obscure objects. We've done some mosaics. We've done one of the really faint ones that I will still work on. I'm going to be working on this in the summer again. I want to get like 15-minute images of this because I really want to push this to like an absolute extent. What I want to try to do is we're going to get rid of these three here. Is I want to get this more. This is IC59 and IC63. This is sits next to Cassiopeia. That's going to be coming up in a second here. Now with this one, of course, I really stacked the living daylights out of this one and tried to do everything I possibly could to try to get as much detail as I could, as it's an extremely, and I mean extremely, dim nebula. As you can see here, you got the little mountain little top here, and then there's going to be some over here on the side here. This is very dim. Now this star here, this is the bright star that comes off of Cassiopeia. It's like the nose piece of the W. So very, very, very tough image to get, and we're going to really blow this out this summer. We're going to try to get as much as we possibly can to get that. We've also have gotten the Flaming Star Nebula, which I think is really, really cool. Flaming Star Nebula is another phenomenal image that we took. That's this one here. I think that one was one of my favorites in the last year and a half. California Nebula was another one that we took that I think was really, really, really good. That's this one coming up here. And this is NGC 1499. Eventually. Loading. Still loading. Come on. Progress. Reading. It's reading the file. Reading the file. Come on. There we go. So this one's NGC 1499, which is a California nebula, which I think that one turned out really, really well. I mean, some of these were phenomenal images. We also took, let's see, what else did we get? Let's see, what else we got? We did do M45, and we did that in color. I don't know what camera I took this in. I really have no idea. I'm really trying to think of which one we did this one with. I think this one was with the Meade camera, and we did red, green, and blue. I think we did. But don't quote me on it. I really don't know. That's this one here. I mean, I think this one turned out really well too. This is a spring one, so this one we've gotten in the past before. We did go red, green, and blue. We stacked the living hell out of this, and I think this one turned out really well. I think this one was one of my favorites too, especially doing it in color. And we'll probably get this more towards the end of next year. And I think we're going to have lots of fun with that one too. So there's a lot of objects that I've taken over the last 9 years that we've had fun. This one was M76. This one we did in color. I think this one turned out really, really well. I think we did this one in color with the red, green, and blue filters. So we'll get rid of this here, and then I could look at this one here. So that's M76, which is the little dumbbell nebula. And you can see the colors of the stars, which I think turned out really, really well. So I think that was phenomenal. Let's see what else we got. We're going to be ending the stream shortly, but I'm just showing you guys what else we've done in the past here. Let's see here. We also got these ones in here. Let's see here, what else we got? See, we got those two, we got that one there. So I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm going to be organizing them later this week and just going through everything, all the old images that we've taken, all the new ones that we've taken, and then just doing comparisons and just going back and forth and seeing what we have. So, with that being said, we're going to end the stream. I want to thank everyone for coming on in and just having a good time tonight. You know, process party. We processed a couple of the images that we took in the last couple of days. Got to show everyone that I was on the Global Star Party last night. I plan on going on more of those. We're going to be touching base with the people that are, you know, Scott Roberts and Molly Wakeling, and just going through and making sure that I'm going to be on them more often. Hopefully it's going to be clear, and hopefully we'll be able to get on. It is going to be clear Friday night. So Friday night we will be back out here. We will be getting some more stuff, so be on the lookout. We're going to look on the eastern side and the western side. So we're going to try to get as many objects as we can. And we're just going to have some fun. We're going to have lots of fun doing it. So I'm going to let a couple songs play out. Thank you so much to everyone. And I will see you guys later. Take care, guys. Bye.
Something in the way that you looked upon me is telling me I should go. Yeah, I wish I could get an answer, 'cause I don't even know my name right now. I don't know how to feel about this. It all just moves so slow. I want to decide now. The sooner that I get to find out, the better I can get by. But I don't even know how to feel about it. Feel about it. How to feel about it. No, I don't even know how to feel about it. Feel about it. How to feel about it. No, I don't even know how to feel about it anymore. Longing back to the days that we shared. Remember how we felt. And your touch was like there was nobody there, like you loved nobody else. Yeah, I wish I could turn the time back. I miss it more than anything right now. But something tells me I should be aware. But baby, how it felt. I want to decide now. The sooner that I get to find out, the better I can get by. But I don't even know how to feel about it. Feel about it. How to feel about it. No, I don't even know how to feel about it. Feel about it. How to feel about it. No, I don't even know how to feel about it anymore. How to feel about it. No, I don't even know how to feel about it. Feel about it. How to feel about it. No, I don't even know how to feel about it anymore. I got this weight on my shoulders, slowing me down. I don't know how it came about. And while the world is spinning faster every night, I feel I'm stuck in reverse somehow. But it ain't no one's fault that I am stuck here. No one to blame this on, feeling so hopeless. I keep on pouring salt on my wounds when I shouldn't stay. I feel the pressure on me, how it's itching under my own skin. It's getting real hard to breathe. I gotta move on right now. I feel the pressure. A force of habit to point at another mistake, but two wrongs don't make one right. I gotta pull it together before it's too late. An hourglass in my mind, a light. I know it's all my fault that I am stuck here. No one to blame this on, feeling so hopeless. I gotta find the way before it disappears. I cannot stay. I feel the pressure on me, how it's itching under my blind. I didn't see this coming. Ooh, I should have heard faith calling, trying to pull